Stephen Carter, you probably know me. We've set up the Carers Alliance, which is a federal registered political party, and we are going to run Senate candidates in Western Australia, Victoria, Queensland and New South Wales, and we have to take our issues to the seat of power, because otherwise it's just too easy for the political parties to be distracted.
This is time to tell Howard just what it's been like in your home. Okay guys, we're going up in sixes. So the next 6 to go up in the lift.
Hi, my name's Liz Skerritt. I have a son, Douglas, severely autistic.
Hi. My name is Sarah Arnoldi. I've been carrying this placard, 17 billion surplus, so I was wondering where this is going.
G'day matey, how you going? My name's Stuart.
Jane Salmon, like the fish. Son's Lindsay, age 6. This child of mine has a lot of potential that is being wasted.
I have a petition signed by lots of people who have been at demonstrations and stuff over the last, well, they were there on Wednesday and then today. So I want to hand that to you. We're here to highlight the lack of funding for people with a disability. Oh, thanks, that's great, Stephen. See you later. I'll see you downstairs. See you.
Hello, nice to see you again. We actually want to know when the federal government is actually going to take responsibility away from the poorly performing states and actually take responsibility for the citizenship of people with disabilities and their families.
You know, kind of disappointed that the services are not up to scratch. Another thing is, of course, long-term accommodation. I'm 61 and I start to worry about the future quite a lot. So these are my main concerns. Thank you. Come on, Stephen.
I couldn't even get into this building without someone assisting me. So that the local member is in a building that is not wheelchair accessible, I think is very poor. There's people sitting at home worrying, what happens when my mother dies? Because there's nothing for them. It's a very serious situation and this government has ignored it. Thanks for hearing.
That works out to around $1,000 for under 16s and 17.
This is a 33-year-old woman who's been attending a day program for the last, since '94, for 13 years, and that day program is CSTDA funded, and that's under threat of being reduced now because of CSTDA funding. It's insufficient. She's also been on the accommodation register since 2002, and I've had no luck whatsoever in achieving any. I'm concerned about her day program and her future because she's 33, and I can't continue to, she's fully dependent on me for everything. I can't continue to care for her in the home. You know, as she gets older, I'm going to get older too.
I'm here to express my objection to the way that the Howard government is using taxpayers' money to fund an electioneering propaganda program on the media, when those millions of dollars that they're spending on this electioneering could be used in more useful ways for the benefit of people who have extreme disabilities, for the carers of those people. That money could be used in more useful ways. Accommodation for these people that have disabilities, provision of services for the carers to enable respite.
So it's not just the child with a disability. My daughter had arthritis as a teenager, and you know, there's other things that go wrong. So we're not only just dealing with the disabled member, and we're slowly going loopy, actually. We're actually quickly going loopy. Okay, thanks.
These people that have been caring for their adult disabled children for 40, 50, 60 years are going to their graves not knowing what's going to happen to them. And they're the ones. I've only been doing it for 16 years, so I've still got some energy to come out and fight and you know, make a noise for those who can't even get out of their homes to do so, let alone have a quality of life or retire like their peers and go off caravanning around Australia. These elderly carers, they don't have many choices at all. Thanks, Steve.
I have a son, Douglas, severely autistic, has epilepsy, he's an absconder. I want the government to do more about respite. We love our son and we want him to stay at home with us, but we can only achieve this if you can take him and look after him well to give us a break. I work full time, and I work full time 24/7 because the minute I finish work I have to come home and look after my son. We need someone to take the pressure off us, and those beds stay blocked for so long because the government has nowhere to put these children. So we need your help.
This child of mine has a lot of potential that is being wasted. He'll be in my basement when he's 40, unless he gets that therapy. We have things to sell. What about the people that don't have? What about the renters? What about the people who've never had super? This is a big electoral issue. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Einstein all had autism. Einstein's father said he'd never amount to anything. Well, fortunately, he's still got a university education and he got support. My child has that kind of potential. He's sunny, he's friendly, he's happy, he's handsome. He likes cricket, soccer, and trains. He can't lie. That child needs autism therapy on Medicare this week, and he has done for the past 5 years. You do not help your children. So much for family policy. Look at the stress we're going through. Do you know what the divorce rate is amongst autistic families, families affected by autism? Do you know how high it is? It's up around 90%.
I feel passionately that Australia can afford to do the right thing by our children. We have done the right thing in raising our children. My son is soon to be 24, and I think I've saved the government vast amounts of money, and I'll keep on doing it for as long as I humanly can, but I just need to have confidence that my child will be cared for if anything happens to me.